Now in this lecture, we are going to start a next part of problem set 6 over here, in which numerical number 3 and the part is construct triangle NTS. Construct triangle NTS, where NT is 5.7 centimeter. NT is 5.7 centimeter. TS is equal to 7.5 centimeter. And angle NTS is 110 degree. And draw incircle and circumcircle of it. Student, first of all, we are going to draw a rough diagram and then we are going to start. First, we are going to complete a rough diagram, and after rough diagram, we are going for main diagram and the part is. Here, as per their condition, angle NTS, let us say this is a TS and it is a 7.5 centimeter. Next, NTS, from T to N, this is 5.7 centimeter, and definitely this angle T is 110 degree. Now I am going to join NS. Student, remember this is a rough diagram that I have drawn over here. After, with the proper scale, I am going to draw main diagram. Now we have to draw incircle as well as circumcircle. So remember one part, in incircle we are going to draw angle bisector. Means we are going to divide this angle T into equal part with the help of angle bisector, and we are going to divide angle S with angle bisector. We will get some particular point. With the help of that center, we are going to draw one incircle. This is the first part, to draw incircle. Means with the help of angle bisector, we are going to draw incircle. And after that, we are going to draw perpendicular bisector to TS and NT. We will get a common point. Definitely it is probably outside the triangle. From this part, either N or T or S, this is the distance over here in terms of radial, and then we are going to draw circle over here, and this is the tentative part that I am trying to show you over here. With this guideline, I am going to draw actual diagram. So please pay attention. Starting from this part, first TS 7.5 centimeter. So here, point T, and from T to S 7.5. So I am going to take a distance as 7.5, and from T to S this distance is 7.5. Next we have to take angle T, and that is 110 degree. So your part is here in protractor, starting from vertices T, 90, 100 and 110. So with the help of point T and angle 110, we are going to complete the structure. Again, from T to N, this distance is 5.7. So again, I am going to complete this part, 5.7. So here is the position of N, and now I am going to join N with S. And this is our respective triangle NTS, where TS is 7.5 centimeter, angle T is 110 degree, and NT is 5.7 centimeter. This basic diagram is get completed. Now student, main construction will be start from here only. We have to draw first incircle and then circumcircle. But in both the case, center of a circle will be the most important part over here. And definitely we need two center. One for incircle, definitely it is inside the triangle, and second is for circumcircle, and it is outside the circle. First, for incircle, if you want to draw a part of circle, then center is most important, and that center is going to get found by angle bisector method. We have to divide any two angles over here in two equal part. Means here we are going to draw angle bisector of T. Next angle bisector of S will get a common point of interactions, and that will be act as a center and then radius and incircle. So please pay attention. Here the part is process step by step. In the first case, here angle T, I am going to draw its angle bisector. Now the first part is angle bisector of T. Means here in the first step, our angle T, which is 110, is divided in two equal parts. Now same process for angle S. Now same part for angle bisection of S, and we are going to draw one line. Now we are able to get one point. As this is a center of incircle, I am going to call it as a I. And from I am going to draw one perpendicular over here, which is act as a radius for my circle. And now I am going to draw incircle. So please pay attention. Here this is the radial distance and the part is and in this way we are able to draw incircle. Students, definitely my instrument will be not that way perfect, but when you go to draw it on a notebook, you will perfectly get in center as well as all part in proper manner. So first, with the help of process of angle bisection, we are able to draw incircle. Now their condition is we are also supposed to draw circumcircle. In case of a circumcircle, again we need a center for that part. Now in circumcircle, we have to draw any two sides in terms of perpendicular bisector. Let us say one side is a TS, then I am going to draw its perpendicular bisector. For NT, this is one side, I am going to draw one perpendicular bisector. Or also you can take NS and you are supposed to draw perpendicular bisector. Select any two side. Here starting from first part as a TS, taking a distance more than half, first arc, second arc. Now with the help of point S, first arc, second arc. Now here I am going to draw one perpendicular bisector for TS. This is perpendicular bisector for TS we are drawn. Similarly, we are going to draw second perpendicular bisector on side NT. Now from T, now we are going to draw second perpendicular bisector. Now this is the second side, which is a perpendicular bisector on NT. Both get interacted at this point. I am going to call it as a O, which is nothing but center of our circle. Now please pay attention. First of all, for TS, we have drawn one perpendicular bisector. For NT, we have drawn second perpendicular bisector. We have got a common point O. Now taking O as a center and the radius either ON or OT or OS, we are going to draw a circle. That is nothing but circumcircle over here. Now for this part, now please pay attention. Here we have drawn one circle with center O and it is passes through all three vertices, that is N as well as T as well as S. And in this way you can complete a diagram of incircle as well as circumcircle. Student, again please pay attention. When you want to draw incircle, then you have to draw angle bisection of any two of a given triangle. And when you want to draw circumcircle, then you have to take any two side as a perpendicular bisector, common point of a contact as a center, and with the help of radius for any vertices distance from that point, you can draw circumcircle. And in this way, you can complete this question. Now, after completing question number 3, we are moving to question number 4. And the part is, in figure, C is center of a circle. In figure, C is a center of a circle. Segment QT is diameter. Segment QT is diameter. CT is equal to 13 centimeter and CP is equal to 5 centimeter. Then find the length of chord RS. Now, here the part is, we have to understand the diagrammatical structure into the part when we are going to do the application. So here part is, as per a diagram, observe it, C is a center of a circle and QT is a diameter. QT is a diameter. RS is a chord and they have given a perpendicular sign over here and they have given this point P indicated by the system in terms of a diagram. Now they have given CT is equal to 13, means from C to T is 13. Diagrammatically point of view, this is 13. It is nothing but the radius of a circle and CP is equal to 5, means distance from C to P, this is a 5 they have given us. Now our target is to find the chord RS over here. So chord RS, we are supposed to find the chord RS in terms of a length. Now one by one part is, if I want to find the chord RS, first of all I am going to draw a radius of a circle. Now, as C is the center of a circle and QT is a diameter, naturally CT will be act as a radius, that is a 13. If CT is the radius, which is a 13, naturally CR is also radius, that also become 13. Reason, radius of same circle. And as we are with value of CR, that is a radius 13. So, in triangle CPR, as angle P is 90 degree, we can have CP square plus PR square is equal to CR square. We can use Pythagoras theorem and with the help of that we can find PR. Now perpendicular from center of a circle to chord, bisect the chord. Naturally PR is half of RS and with the help of that we can find the chord RS. Now whatever part that I have described over here, I'm going to write one by one, so please pay attention. Starting from first part over here. So answer. First, C is the center of a circle. C is center of circle. They have given it, so I am going to write it as given. QT is a diameter. QT is a diameter. Therefore, CT, or we can say radius CT is equal to 13. Now, next to that, we have, therefore, radius CR is also 13. Therefore, radius CR is 13. They don't have mentioned in units, so I am going to write it as units. They are also given CP as a 5. So I am going to mention in second part. In triangle CPR. In triangle CPR. First, angle CPR. Angle CPR is equal to 90 degree. Given. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, here the part is Cp square plus Pr square. Cp square plus Pr square is equal to Cr square. Now your evaluation is Cp square, that is nothing but 5 square they have given, plus Pr square that we are supposed to find is equal to Cr square, that is 13 square. Now Pr square is equal to 13 square. Shifting plus 5 square to that side, it become minus 5 square. Now 13 square is 169. Minus 5 square is 25. 9 minus 5, 4. 6 minus 2, 4. And 1. Now 144 is nothing but 12 square. As 144 is nothing but 12 square, that is Pr square, means Pr square is 12 square. Therefore, Pr is equal to 12 units. Now in this way, we are able to get complete calculation up to Pr, and this Pr is 12 units. Now the remaining part is, as we are able to get Pr is equal to 12 unit, Pr is 12 unit. We know that perpendicular from center of a circle to chord, bisect the chord. So third part, by property of chord, here Pr is half of chord Rs. Now by calculation we are able to get Pr, that is 12, is equal to half into chord Rs. Naturally this 2 is divided by, come to this as multiply, 2 into 12, 24. Therefore Rs is equal to 24, or we can say that chord Rs is equal to 24 units. And in this way, we can complete the entire numerical. Student, please pay attention on the writing type and the pattern, so that we can make a group of first, second and third, and in a systematic manner, we can complete the part. Now, moving to the next numerical, and the part is question number 5. P is center of a circle. P is center of a circle. Chord AB and chord CD intersect on the diameter at the point E. If angle AEP, if the angle AEP is congruent to DEP, then prove that AB is equal to CD. Now what exactly they have given? Try to understand the same numerical from diagram point of view. As per their given condition, try to understand step by step, and the part is, here P is center of a circle, P is center of this given circle. Chord AB and chord CD intersect on the diameter. They intersect on a diameter. Means you can say that PE is one segment. It is nothing but a diameter over here. If angle AEP means this angle is equal to or congruent to angle DEP means this angle, then prove that AB is equal to CD. Then we have to prove that chord AB is equal to chord CD. This is a diagonal structure which is given over here. Now our target is to prove chord AB is equal to CD. In that case, they must be some part of a triangle. So we are going to make construction over here. Now from point P on the first arc AB as well as second arc CD, I am going to draw two perpendicular distance. Now in that case, from first point P, we have drawn one perpendicular over here, which makes an angle of 90 degree. I would call this point as point R. Similarly, from point P, I want to draw another perpendicular over here, makes an angle of 90 degree, and that is S. Now, for proper understanding, we have to complete the part from these two triangles in the form of proof. Now, I am going to draw this both a triangle at downstairs so that everyone can understand the part. Now here, I am going to draw it some by larger scale so that everyone can properly observe and understand it. Now, which are these two triangles? One is PRE and PSE. PRE and PSE. PSE. Now remember main part. Here they are already given that angle AEP equal to DEP. Means you can say these two angles are congruent. Means they are already given these two angles as a congruent. Next part, we also know that this angle is a 90 and 90. Means as by construction PR perpendicular to AB and PS perpendicular to chord CD, those two angles are 90-90. And third, there is a common side EP in both the triangle. Naturally, first triangle is congruent with second triangle by side angle. Here side angle test of congruency. Now, when these two triangles are congruent, naturally their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. Naturally, we can say that PR is congruent to PS. If PR is congruent to PS, but these are nothing but, by construction, we have drawn PR and PS as a perpendicular over here on a chord. If perpendicular distance is congruent, automatically chords are congruent. If PR is equal to PS, naturally distance of chord AB equal to chord CD. And in this way, we are going to prove the part. So please pay attention. Now, first of all, declaration of construction. Draw PR perpendicular to chord AB. Draw PR perpendicular to chord AB and PS perpendicular to chord CD. PS perpendicular to chord CD. Reason by construction. Now the next part is, we can start a part in terms of a triangle PRE and PSE. Therefore, in triangle PRE and in triangle PSE. Now one by one, starting from side, PE congruent to PE, PE congruent to PE, common side, or we can say same side. Next, angle PER. Angle PER is congruent to angle PES. They have given us, that's why given. And the part is angle PRE. Angle PRE is equal to angle PSE or congruent, and reason each 90 degree by construction. Naturally we can say that triangle PRE, therefore triangle PRE is congruent to triangle PSE by SAA, test of congruency. Now, when any two triangles are congruent, then their respective side and respective angle must be congruent. Therefore, we can say that segment PR congruent to segment PS. Segment PR is congruent to segment PS, and it is nothing but corresponding sides of congruent triangles. As PR congruent to PS, PR congruent to PS, our corresponding sides are congruent. Now, once again please pay attention. As PR congruent to PS, PR congruent to PS. But what is meant by PR? It is nothing but the distance from center of a circle and perpendicular on chord. What is exactly meant by PS? Again, it is distance between the center of a circle and perpendicular on chord. But if perpendicular distance of a chord from center and perpendicular distance of a chord from the center is equal, naturally if this distance is equal, then this chord must be congruent. So applying that part over here, and the part is, so applying this part over here, we know chords equidistance from center of circle are congruent. Therefore, as segment PR is congruent to segment PS, naturally chord AB is equal to chord CD, and this is our required part in terms of proof, because they have given that prove that AB equal to CD. So we are able to get chord AB is equal to chord CD, or you can say that AB is equal to CD. Now once again please pay attention. Construction is the most important part in this case. Definitely depend upon the nomenclature you are going to select, but writing methodology must be written in a proper manner so that you can get full marks. Now moving to the last question of this chapter, question number 6, and the part is CD is diameter of a circle. CD is diameter of a circle with center O. Means O is a center and CD is a diameter in a given diagram. Diameter CD is perpendicular. Diameter CD is perpendicular to chord AB at point E. Show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now coming to the part over here in this question, we have to understand the diagram systematically over here. So please try to understand over here. They have given CD as a diameter, O is a center of a circle, AB is a chord, and this is a point E. I am going to highlight it properly over here. This is the point E over here. One by one, once again, we are going to understand the diagram from question point of view. Here, CD is the diameter of a circle and O is center of a circle. Here, this diameter CD is perpendicular to chord AB at point E. Show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now please try to understand one by one part. Here, if you want to show that triangle ABC is an isosceles, means we have to show that any two sides as a congruent. Now, how to show that part? Please try to understand. Here, this diagram contained one part and I am going to draw it at bottom so that everyone can understand the part. What is that? About diagram OE and endpoints, that is nothing but A and B. Now they have given OE perpendicular to chord AB. OE perpendicular to chord AB. If perpendicular from center of circle to chord bisect the chord, automatically we can say that AE equal to B. If AE equal to B, we are going to use in this diagram, that is AE equal to B. Now observe the triangle carefully. First triangle is CEA, and second triangle is CEB. One by one. CE congruent to CE, common side or same side. Angle CEA congruent to CEB, each 90 degree. And AE congruent to B from this part. Naturally, triangle CEA congruent to CEB by side angle side. Test of congruency. When two triangles are congruent, then their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. Therefore, CA congruent to CB, and in this way we can complete the part. Once again, whatever may be part that I have described over here, try to understand in writing type. So, coming to the part. Answer. First, O is the center of a circle and CD is the diameter. O is center of circle and CD is diameter. They have given it. So given. Next, here they have given diameter CD perpendicular to chord AB. Diameter CD perpendicular to chord AB. This is also given, so I am going to write it as given. Now in modified form, OE perpendicular to chord AB. OE perpendicular to chord AB. We know that perpendicular from center of a circle to chord bisect the chord because we have mentioned O as a center and AB as a chord. So, perpendicular from center to chord bisect the chord. Therefore, we are able to get AE equal to B, AE congruent to BE. I am going to call it as equation number 1. Now in second part, in triangle CEA and CEB, in triangle CEA and in triangle CEB, one by one. CE congruent to CE, CE congruent to CE. We can have common side or same side. Next, angle CEA congruent to angle CEB. Angle CEA, A is congruent to angle CEB. Reason, each 90 degree. And the next part is AE congruent to B, AE congruent to BE, that we have completed in 1. So I am writing from 1. Naturally we can say that triangle CEA, therefore triangle CEA is congruent to triangle CEB by side angle side test of congruency or SAS test of congruency. Now when two triangles are congruent, their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. Naturally we can write over here CA is congruent to CB, or we can say side CA is congruent to side CB. Reason: corresponding sides of congruent triangle. As CA congruent to CB, naturally triangle CAB. Therefore, triangle CAB is an isosceles triangle. And in this way, we can complete the entire part. So again, group 1, 1, 2, group 1, group 2 and the part must be understood by you properly. Read it carefully and write in a systematical manner. And in this way, we have completed this chapter, chapter 6, circle.